and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, there below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player.
Thank you. Clark, we have a big-time matchup with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Tracy McGrady. Iverson is out there with Gervin. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Unseld in at the power forward position. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harden. Olajuwon is out there with Paul George. Then it's Nash, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Nash against Iverson. Three-pointer. And it's Nash missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Gervin outside. Pass to Iverson. McGrady outside. Cans it from downtown. McGrady's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Philadelphia. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a three-point game. A three connects from three-point range.
And, you know, Harden is super reliable from outside the arc. He's got that sweet lefty stroke, and it's a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Iverson with some arc. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Gervin. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch. A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
Harden against Gervin. Harden the pass to Nash. 5 to shoot. Over Chamberlain. Offensive rebound, Nets. Oh, what a dunk!
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Gervin passes to McGrady. On the wing, Iverson. Over Nash. And it's Iverson missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the dunk by Iverson.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now here's Nash. From deep, George. Chamberlain with the rebound. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Here's McGrady.
I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
Nash, the pass to Olajuwon. Over Unseld. And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by Nash.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in assists, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Now here's Simmons. 2 points. That one goes.
And Simmons so deft with the floater. Freezing the defense completely.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Irving. Out to Porzingis for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Richardson outside. 32 seconds left in the first. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Oden dishes to Irving. And it's blocked by Simmons. To the paint. Here's McAdoo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Here's Irving. On deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Kyrie Irving is out there with West. Then it's Richmond. And there's Porzingis. And it's Oden in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now the pass to Simmons. With the teardrop, here's Gasol. Goes up again, and the layup is good. Gasol's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Irving. That shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. The start of 3-game homestand with that game. Here's McAdoo. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The 76ers leading by 7. The 10-footer. Here's McAdoo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it has to be said, McAdoo, one of the best shooting bigs ever. Shooting better than 50% from the field for entire seasons is routine for him.
On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Richmond. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now, here's Richardson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Allen outside. He kicks it to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Allen against Irving. Excellent D there from Allen.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him. Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
And here is McGrady following the three from Ray Allen. McGrady with the ball. He has 5. Yep, that one goes in there. McGrady's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And McGrady, as accomplished a mid-range shooter as we have in the game, keeps that high release point on the jump shot.
Nash against McGrady. Harden outside. They need this. The long distance three is good. Harden's got 8 points.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Pass to Iverson. Takes it from 10. Rebound, Brooklyn. Howard's got his 4th. Irvin against Harden. Pass to George. Pass to Olajuwon. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And there's Paul George on the assist by Olajuwon. George has got it back down to single digits for the Nets. The pass to Iverson. Over Nash. Iverson gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
And the mid-range game of Iverson is quite steady. Has a rapid-fire release, and even at his size, it's hard to get to his shot.
Offensive rebound. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Harden's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Floats one up, and it's Irvin laying it in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Nash against Iverson. Out of bounds. Next call as Brooklyn keeps possession. Seconds left in the second quarter. To the left wing. Here's Olajuwon.
And Unseld is a dependable defender. I mean, very reliable. Somebody who hustles and uses his length to bother scorers.
And so it's the Philadelphia 7.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time for the 76ers. The first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers? And that's going to do it for...
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, James Harden hitting a ton today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Kicking off the second half. Here's Brett Brown's foul. They've got Iverson. He's out there with Gervin. Chamberlain is out there with Tracy McGrady, and it's Unseld in at the 4.
Hey, Kevin, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
The 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. A free throw good from Chamberlain. Chamberlain hits them both.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
Now, here is McGrady. Harden missing his last shot. Now Gervin, rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Coach Brown Clark captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Nash against Iverson. Nash, the pass to Howard. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Now here's Gervin. Here's McGrady. A shot off that time. Good D by Howard. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Oh, there's a break in the action. Let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. James Harden is second.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Gervin kicks to Richardson. Back to Gervin. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Gervin's got 6 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Passes it to Richmond. Now here's Porzingis. Outside Irving. There's the triple. And the Nets, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot.
Mark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge. A gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Allen's checked in. Richardson against West. 6 to shoot. Charity strike shot. Richardson, no luck.
Well, Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
That free throw good from West.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Now, here's Richardson. No points in the game yet for him. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Porzingis with the steal. And it's sent back by McAdoo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Porzingis finds Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. West passes to Richmond. Here's Oden. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because
free throw good, Oden. The 76ers leading by 3. Richardson left side. Gasol on the high post. He dishes it to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 6 points for Allen.
Allen is lights out as a three-point shooter. Love how fast his release is. Staple gun quick.
Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Simmons. Over Richmond. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got his third basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. A nice shot by Irving.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Richardson dishes to Gasol. Richardson outside. Good as it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Nets trail by 4. Ash is out there with Harden. Then it's Olajuwon. Then it's Paul George. And it's Howard in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's George. Rebound by the 76ers. Chamberlain got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Tracy McGrady, defended by George. And here's Iverson outside. But they get it back. Fires the 3. A shot by McGrady, no good. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Nash. He's again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
Hakeem Olajuwon, a transcendent talent. Late to the game, but my, oh my, what a beast of a big man. He's certainly a guy you can build a team around.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers making a change here. Gervin's checked in. And Olajuwon drops them both. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's McGrady. And that one is off. Excellent D there from George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Harden has a wide-open look. And again, it's the Nets missing. To the middle, here's Unseld. Oh!
My goodness.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these Unseld jams. There's just so much power to his game.
Here is Olajuwon. The officials call a traveling violation. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Howard against McGrady. Howard with the steal. Now here is George. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. A shot by McGrady, no good. Nets trail by 6. Nash outside. This is to Olajuwon. Pass to Harden. Clock at 4 for the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now, here is McGrady. The pass to Gervin. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with 4. Boy, you got to love that.
And it's to 9. Unloads from 9. Kicks it out to Iverson. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. And the 76ers lead by 8. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, George Gervin.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, and he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Gervin following the miss by Hakeem. McGrady left side. Over George. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback?